Hello everyone, I'm Barrie. Welcome to our Strengthening Backbends class. Let's begin on all fours. You'll need 2 blocks, a belt, and a blanket for this class. So coming onto your hands and knees, place your wrists under your shoulders and your knees under your hips. And we'll start with a cat-cow spinal warm up. After your next exhalation, inhale, arch your spine and look up. Exhale, round your back, draw your tailbone down, and look down toward your legs. Inhale, arch. Exhale, round. Inhale, arch. Exhale, round. Inhale, arch. Exhale, round. Come back to a neutral position with your spine. Lift your right arm and your left leg up. Hold steady there. We begin our strengthening work right here. And then exhale. Lower your arm and leg down and change to the other side. With your next exhalation, lower down, inhale up, first side again. Exhale down, inhale second side. And exhale, back down to all fours. Take Virasana, if that works for your knees. You can sit on a block, and if you need to, you can also sit in a cross-legged position. And we're going to take some warm-ups for the arms and the hands and the shoulders. So interlace your hands, stretch your palms forward and up in Parvatasana arms. Opening your wrists from the thumb side of the wrist to the pinky side. Firm your upper arms in toward each other. Release your buttock bones down into the floor or the block that you're sitting on, and stretch the sides of your body up. Reach up through your torso, through your arms, and through your wrists. And then change the clasp of your hands. And we'll do that again. Take your arms forward and up. Again, consciously release the weight of your pelvis down. Just stretch your spine up more and open the wrists. Firm the upper arms in toward each other and stretch up. And then bring your hands forward and down. Let's take Bhujangasana arms. You may need a belt for this, or you can just hold your clothing if it's not possible to clasp your hands. So take your right arm up, bend it behind your head. Take your left arm behind you and under. Interlace your hands or hold your clothing or hold a belt. Inching the fingers closer together if possible. And possibly moving your right arm behind your head more. Breathe here. Again, make sure you're not tensing or pulling up in the thighs or the hips. Just let the weight of your legs and pelvis release down. And release. Change sides. Left arm up, right arm under. Again, possibly bringing your left arm behind your head more and walking your right arm up in your back. Okay, and coming back onto all fours. This time place your wrists a couple of inches in front of your shoulders. Spread your fingers well. Firm your arms, making your arms straight and strong, and soften the spine between your shoulder blades. Downward facing dog. Curl your toes under, raise your hips up, and stretch back. Press your hands firmly down into the floor and lift the undersides of your arms up, firming the upper arm muscles onto the arm bones. Keeping that stability of the arms, soften the spine between your shoulder blades. Now press your thighs back and extend your spine back. Press your chest back towards your legs. Step your feet closer together. Lift your right leg up. With your next inhalation, swing it through into a straight leg lunge. Keeping your back thigh strong and lifting, soften your front hip down, extend your spine forward, look forward. If you'd like, you can take a little twist here, lifting your right arm up, twist your spine to the right. Exhale, lower down, place your palms flat, step your right leg back, downward dog. Step your feet slightly closer together, lift your left leg up. Now as you lift your leg up into one-legged dog pose, keep the action of the arms steady. So both arms lifting equally away from the floor. Soften the spine between your shoulder blades and stretch your chest back towards your legs. Stretch away from your hands. Inhale, swing your leg through, straight leg lunge, come up on your finger pads. Keep your right thigh strong and lifting, soften your front hip down, extend your spine, look forward. If you did on the first side, lift your left arm up, twist to the left. Exhale, lower down, press back dog pose. Again, press your hands down. Firm the muscles of your arms by lifting the undersides of your arms up isometrically as if you were going to move into plank without moving your shoulders. Just firm the muscles of the arms. And into that stability of the arms, soften the back of the heart, stretch your chest back towards your legs, stretch away from your hands now. Lift your heels, walk or lightly jump your feet forward into Uttanasana, standing forward bend. From your feet, draw energy up your legs to your knees and from your knees into your hips. And from your hips now, root back down through the bones of your legs into your feet, into the floor. And allow your spine to release. Let your neck and your head release. Take your hands to your hips. Lengthen your spine. Lift your chest. Come all the way up to standing. Urdhva Hastasana. Stand with your feet and your legs together. Reach your arms up. Firm the muscles of your legs again. Extend down through your legs. Stretch up through your spine. Firm your upper arms in toward each other and reach up. Grow taller along the vertical axis, the midline of your body. Stretch up. Keep that length through the torso and through your spine and release your arms down, Tadasana. Interlace your hands behind your back. Bend your elbows, placing your hands right at the back of your pelvis. Draw your elbows back so they point straight back towards you. Inhale, lift your chest. Exhale, roll your shoulders back and possibly stretch back through your arms. With your elbows slightly bent, press your forearms back behind you. Curl your shoulder blades in and lift your chest. Allow the back of your neck to be long, your face and your throat soft. Good, release. And change the clasp of your hands now so your non-dominant thumb is in front. And again, bend your elbows, draw your elbows, bend your arms, draw your elbows so they point straight back. Lift up through the sides of the body. Roll your shoulders back, stretch back through your arms. Draw the shoulder blades down and slightly in, moving the bottom tips of the shoulder blades in toward the back of your rib cage. And from that action, move your sternum bone forward and up to lift your chest. Keep the back of your neck long and the front of your throat soft. Good, and release. Roll your shoulders a little bit, up and back, up and back, up and back. Let's do just a few standing poses. We'll start with Garudasana, eagle arm. So we'll do right arm under, right leg over. Bend your knees and go ahead. So you can either touch the floor with your toes or touch to the outer calf or hook behind into the balance. Broaden across the back of your body. So preparing for the back bends, it's great to stretch those spinal muscles, the muscles between the shoulder blades that we will strengthen in the back bends. Steady your breath, steady your gaze. Broaden from the base of your neck out through the tops of your arms. Exhale your breath, inhale, release, come back to Tadasana. Second side, take your arms out to your sides, bend your knees. Left arm under, left leg over. Make sure to keep your standing leg well bent. That will help you get that hook of the foot. Perhaps sit a little bit deeper, and again, broaden across the back of your body, back of the waistline. Broaden between the shoulder blades. And from the base of your neck, broaden out through the tops of your arms. Exhale your breath, inhale, release, and back to Tadasana. Step your feet wide apart. Turn your arms so that your palms face out. Inhale to sweep your arms up. We'll do warrior one. So we'll go from here. If when you join your palms together, your elbows bend, keep your arms parallel with each other so that you can straighten your arms in this pose. Turn your left toes in and keep turning that the left toes in. Extend your right heel back. Turn your right leg and foot open. Extend long through your left leg. Bend your front knee to a square. Keep reaching back through your left heel, even if it's not heavy along the floor. From the inseam of your left leg, press back through the inner heel. Draw your tailbone down, and from your low belly, start to lift and open the front of your body. Curl your shoulder blades again, taking the shoulder blades down the back and slightly in, bottom tips forward, lift the sternum forward and up, curl back into a little back bend. Exhale your breath. Inhale, straighten your right leg. Come back to make your feet parallel, and let's go to the second side. Turn your right toes in, right heel back, left leg and foot open. And then you can widen your stance, right? You can take your feet even as wide as hip distance apart, but for sure, at least heel to heel, not narrower than that. Bend your front knee. Reach along through your back leg. From the inseam of your left leg, right leg, extend back through your inner heel. Draw your tailbone in. From your pubic bone, draw up to your navel, and from your navel, start to lift the sternum. Curl the bottom tips of your shoulder blades in to move your sternum forward and up to lift your chest into the back bend. Exhale your breath. Inhale. Exhale, turn your feet parallel and release your arms down. Take your hands to your hips. Lift your chest, take your shoulders back. Exhale, bow forward. Wide standing forward bend. Bring your fingertips to the floor. Let the back of your neck release. Either stay there or interlace your hands behind your back. And beginning with your hands on the back of your pelvis, draw your elbows closer together. Open your chest and then start to take your wrists overhead. Roll your upper arms out so that your shoulder blades move in toward your spine more. Keeping that, release your wrists perhaps a little bit more overhead. Release the clasp of your hands if you did that. Lengthen your spine forward, take your hands to your hips, lift your chest, and come up. Step your feet closer together. Take a pause in Tadasana. Okay, we'll do warrior 1 into warrior 3. So step your feet wide apart. Turn your left toes in, left heel back. Right leg and foot open, stretch your arms up. Bend your front knee to a square. Bow your belly forward over your leg. You can always take your hands in cactus, in a T position, or even to blocks along the floor. Shift your weight onto your right leg, take your left leg up. Again, from the inner left thigh, stretch back through the inner heel. Now lengthen from the pelvis, extend back through your legs, down through your standing leg, and out through your spine. Bend your right leg, make your way back to warrior 1. Reach up, curl back. Inhale, stretch your legs straight, turn your feet parallel. I'm going to move to the other side of my mat. You don't have to. And we'll go to the other side. Turn your right toes in, left leg and foot open. Lift up through the sides of your body. Bend your front knee to a square. Bow your belly over your left thigh. Shift the weight onto your left leg. Take your right leg up. From the inner thigh, reach through the inner heel. Down through your standing leg, out through the top leg, and out through your spine. Reach. Bend your front leg, make your way back to warrior 1. Inhale, stretch your legs straight, turn your feet parallel. And again, we'll take a wide standing forward bend. If you want to take another overhead stretch, interlace your hands with your other thumb in front. Bow forward. Take your wrists overhead. Okay, release the clasp of your hands if they were clasped. Bend your knees, walk or jump your feet together. Take your hands to your hips and stand up. Okay, let's go into a couple of the belly down back bends. These are really the strength building back bends. We'll go through a little series of them twice, not holding them for too long, just a few breaths each. Okay, so let's start with Shalabhasana, full classic Shalabhasana. Arms down along the sides, have your palms facing each other. And let's do 5 breaths here. So exhale your breath, inhale, come up, 5 breaths. With your 5th exhalation, lower down. So your breath rhythm might be different than mine. So feel free to go at your own breath rhythm. Here's the second one, Shalabhasana with arms extended in front. Exhale your breath, inhale, come up. 5 breaths. Remember to feel you're lifting from the upper back, the arms plugging into the shoulder sockets, and the back body lifting you. And with your 5th exhalation, release down, turn your head to one side, take a little rest. Next one, Makrasana, Shalabhasana. Interlace your hands around the base of your skull. Exhale your breath. Inhale, lift up. Press your head back into your hands. Draw from your elbows into your upper back, again to lift. And with your fifth exhalation, release down, turn your head to the other side. Okay, last one, we'll do legs only. We'll place the fists under the pelvis, close to the pubic bone, in this way. Exhale your breath, keep your chin on the floor. Inhale, lift your legs. They may not lift very much at all. It's totally fine. Five breaths. And with your fifth exhalation, release, turn your head to the side. Okay, so we're going to do that little sequence again, but this time we'll hold each one for only 3 breaths. I'll make it a little quicker, a little easier. These are really the workhorse back bends that strengthen all the spinal muscles. Exhale your breath, inhale, Shalabhasana. With your third exhalation, lower down. Arms in front. Exhale your breath, inhale, lift up. With your third exhalation, lower down. Interlace your hands behind your head, Makrasana, Shalabhasana. Exhale your breath, inhale, lift up. With your third exhale, lower down. And then legs only. Bring your fists under your pubic bone, chin to the floor. Exhale your breath, inhale, lift up. And lower down. Turn your head to the side. Take a few breaths to release. Press up onto your hands and knees. Take a brief dog pose. Okay, lie down on your stomach, Dhanurasana. Bend your knees, hold your ankles, slightly bend your elbows and lift your shoulders up away from the floor, engaging your upper back. Exhale your breath, inhale, extend your shins back, just straighten your arms and lift up. 5 breaths. With your 5th exhalation, release. We're going to do that one more time, so you can keep holding your ankles. Okay, let's do 3 breaths this time. Bend your elbows, lift your shoulders. Exhale your breath, inhale, lift up. And exhale, lower. Release. Okay, Ardha Bakasana. Bend your right elbow so that your forearm is roughly 45 degrees with your elbow under your shoulder. Bend your left leg up and draw your heel in for a thigh stretch. Draw your tailbone down and extend your low belly forward to take it a little bit deeper. Release and change sides. Keep drawing your heel in. Lengthen your tailbone, lengthen your tailbone down. Extend your low belly forward. And release. Line your stomach. Let's prepare for Bhujangasana, Cobra pose. So roll from side to side, rolling the flesh of your thighs in. And extend your legs and your feet back. Extend back through your inner ankles. Place your hands a couple of inches below your shoulders, so the heels of your hands are roughly in line with the base of your shoulder blades. Stretch back through your legs. Extend your rib cage forward and up, curl up. Keep rolling your shoulders back. Roll your upper arms back, firming the shoulder blades in toward the spine and bottom tips of the shoulder blades in toward the back of the rib cage to allow the back of the heart to melt forward. Lift the sternum forward and up. And go forward and go down. Walk your hands forward, one hand length, and we'll go up again. Stretch back through your legs, pressing down into the tops of your feet, and press down into the tops of your knees, firm your thighs. Draw your tailbone down, curl your chest forward and up. This will take it a little higher up, the back bend. So roll the tops of the arms back, and again, engaging those muscles right between the shoulder blades, soften the heart forward. And then lengthen your torso forward to roll down and line your belly. Okay, sit up on your knees. We'll take a supported back bend now. So you'll use 2 blocks for this. One block will go right under the shoulder blades, in line with the base of the shoulder blades. The other block will be under your head. So we're going to put the first block, the block that's under the shoulders, like this, the second block like this. If you prefer, you can take the block under your shoulders higher as well. And I'll give you a couple of options with the legs here as well. So you could lie down with your legs straight, right, and just place that block right under, should be lifting the sternum, and the other block under the base of your skull. You can always use blankets, just support under your wrists if they're really lifting up. That's a good idea. The other way, if you love Virasana and Supta Virasana, you can sit back in Virasana, between your heels, lie back like that. So you can either have the block that way for this version of Supta Virasana, or you can have it up at the higher height. Okay, so any of those supported back bends will be here for about 2 minutes. Whichever back bend you're doing, allow the weight of your legs and your hips to release down as best you can. Allow your upper back, the skin and the muscles of your upper back to soften into the support of your block. And simply allow the chest, particularly the sternum, to lift and open. Get a little bit more freedom in the front of the chest, the torso, the shoulder girdle. Okay, reaching back with one hand, use your hand to lift your chin toward your chest, and then pressing down with your arms and your hands, lengthen your spine, lift your chest to come back up to sitting. If you've been in Virasana, you may want to just take a brief dog pose to release the backs of your legs. And then everyone, please come to lying down on your back and have your belt nearby. So we're going to take Chatushpadasana using a belt around the front of the ankles. You're going to take the tail of the belt, lie down, and place the belt around the front of your ankles like so, and reach your arms forward. Now, if you have long arms, or if it's easy for you to hold around the front of your ankles, by all means, you can do that instead. So pulling back on the belt or on your ankles, roll your shoulders underneath you more, lift your chest. Press down with your feet, press down with your arms, and raise your hips up. Allow the back of your neck to be long, the front of your throat soft. Pressing down with your feet, inner thighs rolling down, inner heels heavy. Now draw your tailbone toward your knees, lift your hips, and lift your chest. Exhale, lower down. We'll do that one more time. After your next exhalation, press down with your feet and raise your hips up. Again, keep pressing through the inner edges of your feet. Now draw your tailbone toward your knees to raise your hips up and curl up a little bit deeper into the back bend. And exhale. Lower your hips down. Release your belt. Take a little rest. Okay. We'll take Urdhva Dhanurasana now, and we're going to be going up with the breath, not holding very long. We're going to do 5 Urdhva Dhanurasana. You can always continue with bridge pose or work on any of the prop variations from the Steps Toward Urdhva Dhanurasana tutorial as well. Okay, place your hands. So we're just going to go right up, and we're going to do these 5 repetitions in pretty quick succession, and I'll guide you. We'll do it with the breath. So placing your hands, and you can always do this at the wall, right hands on blocks, hands on a bolster, hands on a rolled blanket, any of that. From your elbows, draw down into your upper back, feeling the shoulder blades moving up to start to lift the sternum. Exhale your breath. Press down with your feet, inhale up. Exhale here. Inhale. And exhale, chin to chest and come down. One breath. Inhale your breath. Exhale, and with your next inhale, you're going to come up. Inhale up. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale, lower down. So we'll do it like that. One breath in between. Breathe in, breathe out, and up. With an exhalation, lower down. That was 3, I think. Breathe in, breathe out. Inhale, 4. Exhale down. One last one. You can do these same repetitions in Setu Bandha, bridge pose. Inhale up. Exhale down. Great. Okay, let's go the other way. Take windshield wipers for a few rounds. Arms overhead, lower one knee toward the opposite ankle. At whatever pace and rhythm feels good. Draw your knees into your chest and take your knees over to the right into a spinal twist. You can have your other arm twist, so you're twisting to the left, have your arm whatever height feels good. Your knees at whatever height feels good. You can use your hand to take your top knee down. Whatever feels good to release the effects of the back bend. Inhale up. Exhale, take your knees over to the right, left rather. Twist to the right. And bring your knees back up to center. Draw your knees into your chest. Roll to your side and press yourself up to sitting. And let's take a seated twist. Take your feet to the left, hips to the right. If you're really, your left hip will be up here, but if you're really leaning over to the right, you may wish to sit up on a blanket for this. Virasana 1. Take your left hand to the outside of your right knee, right fingertips behind you. Inhale, lengthen your spine. Exhale, twist. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, twist. Keep moving like this for a few more rounds of breath. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale to twist. After your next exhalation, inhale, keep that lift in your chest as best you can. Exhale, come back to center. Change sides. Bring your right hand to the outside of your left knee and your left fingertips behind you. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, twist. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, twist. Keep moving like this. After your next exhalation, inhale, come back to center. Take child's pose, big toes together, knees apart, sit back on your heels. Walk your hands forward, lower your forearms down. Feel free to bend your elbows or even use a block so that your forehead rests on something. Use your hands to walk them in toward you and use them to lift your chest and lift your torso. Okay, let's take a nice Shavasana now. So take whatever you need to be warm and comfortable. Lie down on your back. Feel free to take any final releases or stretches that you'd like to make sure your lower back is clear from the back bends. Extend your legs, place your heels hip distance apart, and then just allow your legs to relax. Turn your upper arms out, rolling the shoulder blades just slightly underneath you in a way that allows the shoulder blades to settle more flat on the back. If that creates a little bit of compression or arch in your back, use your hands to just release the flesh of your buttocks down to lengthen your lower back. If you're using a blanket under your head, go ahead and pull it all the way into the base of your neck. Have your arms slightly away from your body and turn your arms so that your palms face up, the center of gravity in the center of the palm. Let your arms and your shoulders relax now. Let your legs relax. Feel your thigh muscles becoming very heavy, as if the muscles, the flesh was just dropping away from the bones, completely releasing. Allow your breath to release in your lower belly. Allow your chest to be free and spacious and open. And continue to rest your attention on the movement of your breathing as you rest inside. Enjoy your breath. Following your next exhalation, allow your breath to gently deepen. Bring your awareness to your whole body and the space around you. Gently begin to move your fingers and your toes. And slowly bend your knees up, taking a final stretch in whatever way feels good. Slowly roll over to your right side and use your hand to press yourself up to sitting. Take a comfortable seat with your eyes closed and notice the inner effects of your practice. Please join your hands together in the center of your chest, and we'll conclude our class with one Om. Exhale your breath. Take a full breath in. To the light in you, I bow. Namaste. Thank you for being here. Have a wonderful day.